Hey guys, welcome back. All right, so first off, let me quickly mention that the winner of yesterday's giveaway is Lucy Ponovic. So, Lucy, my dear, if you would reach out to me, let me know where in the world you would like me to mail your prize. Just contact me via email. You'll find my email right there in the description box, okay? For those of you just tuning in, if you don't already know this, welcome to my channel. On this series of readings that I do, that I put out every day, which I call my bonus general message, I'm doing a giveaway every single day from now until January 1st. It's just a fun way to end the end of the year. And thank you guys for being subscribers to my channel. Thank you so much for giving my videos the thumbs up and dropping me awesome comments and things like that. It helps my channel grow, but more importantly, it actually creates a really nice atmosphere here. And I'm super grateful to all of you who choose to hang out with me and be a part of my universe. So it's a way I'm saying thank you. So at the end of this reading, I will show you what item is that I'm giving away, and you can decide if you want to enter to win that. And then tomorrow you'll know if it's you who was selected or not. All right, let's jump on into this bonus reading now. It's not gender specific, of course, and it's never gender specific, but it's also not sign specific. So I don't know where this one is going to take us, because when I went hiking this morning, I was struck really just by a raw sensation. Okay, so the biggest thing, and the thing that I just kind of kept like being aware of in such a nice way, I don't like the cold. Let me tell you, I don't like the cold at all. But for some reason, it was really cold this morning and it felt so good. And I kept kind of marveling over it, going, why does this feel so soothing? Why does this feel like, I don't know, like it's an ice bath or something that I didn't even know I needed. It was like very calming, very like emotionally anti-inflammatory or something. I don't know. Like I say, it was all about sensation though. I didn't have any thoughts in my head. I didn't think I was stressed or anything, but I was still just very aware of how good the cold felt. And for someone like me, that was a surprise because I don't like the cold, but it was really nice. So let's see. I don't know if some of you are feeling a wonderful sensation of, it was like I could breathe easier. It was like, yeah, I'll just keep saying anti-inflammatory is how it felt. So let's see. We have an Emperor in the reverse. Well, that ain't anti-inflammatory at all. An Emperor in the reverse can be quite irritated, can be quite frustrated. Maybe this is like somebody needs to get unfrustrated. Somebody who feels like they don't have power in a situation, that power has slipped away from them. They've been dethroned. They don't like that. I don't know why I'm getting the vibe that someone has lost their grasp on a situation and they could actually be becoming irritated. The Emperor in the reverse can also talk about somebody who is, instead of being like stable and grounded and supportive and giving, they can be very selfish. They can be very, like they want to be respected, but they're not doing anything to be respected for. So it's interesting. That's Aries energy. I feel like this is somebody who wanted to be a leader and they lost their power to lead. In this case, they might have, well, let me read this in two ways because two things just came to mind. Somebody is irritated because they've lost their power in a situation and they know that a competitor is coming in, and this competitor is amazing. I always call this the hunk on a horse. This is a new suitor who's coming in they're riding a white horse because their intentions are pure. They're wearing silver armor because there's a noble aspect. This person wants to come in, and they are coming in. Our knights are all action takers. They are the ones who make things happen. Coming in with a love offer that is very sincere. Someone may be very frustrated and very upset because they realize they've lost their control over a situation, and that has opened a door to let the hunk on a horse come racing in. Doesn't matter if you're masculine or feminine. I don't read for genders, but someone knows that, oh my God, I don't have a hold over this situation anymore, and somebody else amazing is going to come in. Now, the second way that I have to read this, because anytime something comes up in my head like that, I got to say this also. Someone could be saying, I have to step down from this attitude and I got to become this, or I'm going to really lose my chance. I lost my opportunity already because of this behavior. If I don't get on the horse and come in this way, it's over. I don't know which this is yet. So let me get a card for each of these first. What deck? What deck is correct? What deck is correct? This, okay. Tell me about the Emperor first, please. The Emperor in the reverse. We've got the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. The Emperor is not saying anything, hadn't been making an offer, pulled back, most pitiful little offer. Something is changing, though, because we got the Hanged Man in the reverse. This could be somebody's bad behavior. They're realizing they have got to put an end to it. This has been too long. They've been stingy. They've been silent. They were, in wanting to be in power, in control, they actually behaved so badly that they really messed things up. And it's like a sudden, oh my gosh, I need to change this. Let's see. Death card in the reverse. Is it too late to change this? I don't want this to be over. We've got Scorpio, we've got Pisces, we've got Earth energy, we've got Aries energy. Tell me why. Why is this Emperor realizing that it's time? They're realizing they don't want something to be over. Queen of Swords upright, Knight of Cups reverse, Knight of Swords in the reverse. This is, if the Emperor was all frustrated, didn't give an offer, now they're realizing that they have to make a change. They don't want something to be over, but they're still really struggling right now because they feel like there's somebody who's got big boundaries placed. Boundaries where if they come in fast or if they come in with romance, they wouldn't be accepted anyway, that somebody is going to put up a boundary and say, I don't want you coming in and I don't want to receive your love offer. I feel like they don't want something to be over. They realize that now. I feel like there's a lot of frustration here, which is crazy because it's not the way I felt at the beginning of this. So it's like, what is all this about? We got to change decks again. Prince of Cups. Tell me about the Prince of Cups. The Emperor thinks that they're going to be stopped in their tracks and somebody's going to say, oh no, you turn yourself back around. I don't want to hear from you. But the Prince of Cups is saying what? Temperance in the upright. Seven of Swords in the upright. 10 of Cups in the upright. King of Cups in the upright. So I do think that this is all still what's going on in the Emperor's mind. The Emperor, somebody tried to be an emperor and they actually did the exact reverse of what an emperor would do. It struck them now. They realize, oh my gosh, not only was I not acting as an emperor, I was being petty. I wasn't even acting like a full page either. I was doing nothing. So I was trying to control a situation that I have now lost control over. I know that I want now to take action, but this is in the 11th hour. This is where I don't want it to be over, but it's pretty much, I mean, come on, half the card is already missing here too. I never throw out my decks, by the way. I always say, hey, it adds a new flavor. This is a tattered, messed up little card here. And they realize that their actions have led to someone putting up their sword, putting up a defense now. Somebody that doesn't have trust, doesn't have belief, that will allow them to come rushing in and will not probably believe love offers. Yet, despite that, someone is now saying, oh my God, all I want to do is take action and I want to come in and I want to show. Why did somebody hold back though? I'm not quite sure on that, but they want to show like I am honorable. I want to redeem myself in somebody's eyes. I want somebody to see me differently. I want to bring balance into this. I want to explain. Someone hid. This is not a card. I don't look at this Seven of Swords as lies. I look at it as somebody hid. Somebody stayed in the shadows instead of stepping into the light. And in doing so, maybe they lied to themselves and said, well, this couldn't be my happiness. This wouldn't work out anyway. I feel like an emperor didn't give anything. out of the desire to control something. But I feel like it was all based in, maybe the emperor wanted to be chaste. Maybe the emperor didn't want to show too much because they were like, well, I'm the emperor. You should be begging me for attention. It could have been something as simple as that. And now they are realizing what a mess they made of things, because whoever this was at one point probably really did want them. Now they've become this Queen of Swords who says, I've got my sword upright. I don't want anything anymore from you didn't make a love offer, so I don't expect you to now. You're not welcome to come back in. It's been way too long. I feel like it's one of those, and I hate to heap all this on whoever the emperor is. The emperor is in the reverse. Meanwhile, the Queen of Swords is in the upright in regards to saying, I'm not accepting this from you. There's a reason that somebody's not accepting that. And all I can say is it's because somebody not only acted like immature, but they didn't even give. I think that the emperor ghosted somebody. I think that they went silent. I think that they were very disrespectful. And now in this 11th hour, they're realizing they're seeing it from the other person's perspective for whatever reason, and they want to undo it. They're realizing that they hid. They stepped back. They wouldn't allow there to be a 10 of Cups, and they realized that they actually love this person. They want to now open up. They want to come racing in because our princes are action takers, but they want to show up and then give a sincere offer. They want to bring balance in. Bring balance and explain that they hid from the light. And they hid and they left just enough. They left 2 swords there and then watched. And it was like somebody baited the other person, like, I'm going to dangle just a little bit, and then I want you to come pursue me. I want to see what you're going to do. I only let you know that I kind of cared about you, but I wouldn't tell you that I loved you, I wanted to be with you, or something along those lines. I hid, but I kept watching from the shadows. Like, okay, what's this person going to do? Are they going to chase me the way I want them to? They gave only a little bit when they loved this person, but they wouldn't open up emotionally. Why would you hide? Why would you do that? Why did somebody hide? Tell me about the 7 of Swords. Ooh. We have Page of Swords in the reverse. This is a lack of knowledge. Particularly in this card, we see that this person was learning about themselves and has graduated, and now their dreams and wishes can come true. They can go after their wishes and dreams. Somebody was very disconnected from themselves, from their own personal sense of knowledge. Maybe they only thought that love operates one way, which is love is always like a series of battles and a series of games that are played, and you have to chase me, and it has to be like that, otherwise I don't believe that you want me, so I need you to chase me around and prove that you want me. And like almost like maybe somebody was continuously hooked on the drama of things, and that's what they thought being an emperor was. Like, you don't open up, you don't lower yourself to tell somebody like, I want to be your partner and I want to co-create with you, but rather you have to always be, trailing along behind me. Maybe that's all somebody ever saw. Maybe that's what their view of romance was. This is somebody who's not aware. This is somebody who they hadn't anyway understood something. Page of Swords is, they also needed to communicate, but they didn't communicate about their wishes, but they also didn't put in the time to get to know the other person. I feel like somebody was under the impression that the other individual was playing games with them. The Queen of Swords doesn't play, like, period. The Queen of Swords is in the upright anyway. This is like, I said exactly what I meant. I meant exactly what I said. I want to be treated in a certain way, and I don't accept less than that. So if you're not going to come in and treat me well, I will cut you off, and I don't want to. But I have no choice because I'm not going to tolerate less than what I'm worth. Someone might have thought that, oh, they're playing games, but they didn't get to know this person well enough. Now they understand. Now they know somebody was being honest with them all along. I think that the emperor was under the impression there were games. So all right, I'll play and I'll wait and I'll just, oh my gosh, what a waste of energy. Sorry, that's just my opinion. That's not from the cards. That's just my opinion. Like, I'm so not into games, but that's just me as a person. King of Pentacles in the upright. This is, we keep seeing kings show up now, right? We see that somebody wants to come in and give a love offer. There may be somebody new on the scene, though. Somebody who is stable and balanced. Somebody who is, like basically stepping in. But it could also be that this person is realizing I need to not just come in with a love offer and open up about my emotions. I also need to show now that I want to give. I want to be in it, something stable. I didn't realize that I really wanted that until now. Okay, so let me just, I don't want this to go on and on forever, me this agonizing, lengthy read. Let's go ahead and just ask, what's the outcome potentially going to be here? What might be the outcome here? Two of Wheels in the reverse, so Two of Pentacles in the reverse. That is no more juggling, no more, certainly no more games. This is certainty, the way this is going to go. Okay. Five of Cups. Certainty that there's a huge sorrow for what has happened here. Someone is they're very clear now that, oh my God, I saw that in completely the wrong way. And now I've made a mess of things. Ace of Swords in the reverse, Three of Swords in the reverse. I feel like even though I have a feeling that this Queen of Swords, actually, she doesn't understand why someone behaved this way, but she has put up boundaries. So she is still unclear about why all this happened, but she's decided not to be hurt by it anymore. And I feel like that is, there's a certainty that, oh my God, I messed this thing up. I regret this. She doesn't know why I acted the way I did. I wasn't truthful. This is lack of truth, but it's also lack of clarity. And now she might not even hear me out. Because she's decided I didn't lose anything on this one, man. Somebody is going to hurt my feelings like that. I don't need to be involved in that. I feel like somebody is just now realizing that, what's that quote? Like, in the end, who we pretended to be is who people think we are, So if we pretend to be someone, and that's what we showed to someone, that's all they know of us. I think somebody is realizing that. Four of Swords in the reverse. To me, with all this sword energy here, I feel like this is all referencing the Queen of Swords. And this person is realizing the Queen of Swords is, they don't know who I really was, but who I showed them is someone that they've decided it's not a loss to not have me in their life. And they've healed from what I did. I think, I know this sounds like a really biased, one-sided reading as far as like one person is recognizing that, yikes, I messed this up. But that's all I see here. I don't see another interpretation, because this Queen of Swords is being very straightforward, saying, I don't want to invite you in. You're not welcome. And I don't want your supposed love offers, because you didn't come in before with any of that. So now I have a boundary up. I don't want to hear anything else. The outcome is one person's healing and the other person is in a heck of a lot of regret. I don't like to leave things with absolutely like no other message here. So I'm going to go and ask, let's go this route. What was the purpose of this? What was the purpose of this? Of this entire exchange? Three of coins. Three of coins that came out sideways. And the solar plexus. Solar plexus is our house of willpower. If we want to work on something, we have to be honest that we want to work on it. And then we actually have to step up and do it. Being vulnerable enough to put in our effort, being vulnerable enough to say, I want this. Of course I would want this. Therefore, I will reach out for it and I will be cooperative. I won't run away and hide and wait for somebody to chase me. I won't show them disrespect and then hope that they come in to beg me for like, why are you upset? Blah, blah, blah. I won't do those games. I'll be cooperative. But this was like a big lesson, perhaps, and a lesson maybe for everyone involved, to ask ourselves, what is it that we want? If we want to cooperate with someone and they don't cooperate with us, is there any reason maybe to keep fighting for it? Or to maybe do a self-check from time to time. If we don't cooperate in something that we authentically want, then who are we denying? Us, right? I guess that would be the big message that I would take away from this. I think that that's like probably a good self-check, because the absence of working together on something that we want is, I would say, self-sabotage. So the reason all of this happened, perhaps, was to try to identify, do we want to work together on something? Now, this could be as important for that Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, who knows? This person, if they do want to come in, and the Queen of Swords says, no, I'm not talking to you, I'm not listening to you, when in fact they wish that they could hear something different or have an explanation. Like the Queen of Swords also this might be a message for the Queen of Swords as well, to just simply say, okay, but are you denying hearing somebody out because you're like, I wish more than anything that they would explain themselves, but I'm not going to give them the time of day because I don't like who they showed themselves to be. This is kind of the encouragement for every person involved to always ask themselves first and foremost, maybe the selfish question of, what do I want? If I truly want something and it requires me cooperating, if I refuse to cooperate, then am I not denying myself the potential of getting something that I want? So I think that that's kind of a great, a great message, because I feel like that's probably applicable to like every person on earth, maybe, or I know it's something that I could stand to ask myself from time to time. Like, okay, am I refusing something because I'm like, no, I see how somebody is, I don't want to talk to them. Now, if you truly don't, then absolutely, that is you making the right choice. But in this case, it came out sideways. And that is the final thought that this reading leaves us with. So as always, I am not here to tell you what to do, what to think. I'm not a psychic. I'm not anyone with any particular wisdom. I don't tell your past, present, or future. I believe everyone makes their own choices in life. And I hope everyone always takes pride in taking their life in their own hands and choosing what is right for them. So please know, my readings are only for entertainment, but if there's a positive message that pops up for you, awesome. Run with it. If there's something inspirational, that's very cool. And if it brings you down or makes you unhappy, release it. It's just entertainment, right? So now for the next item that I'm giving away. All right, you guys, if you enter to win this item, you will receive a card, of course, and inside you will receive another little envelope that has jellyfish on it. And then inside of that, you will receive a pendant that has a jellyfish on it. So I am quite obsessed with jellyfish. I think this is a moon jelly. But jellyfish are, in my mind, it's a link to some of our most ancient forms of life. They say that they think jellyfish actually predated the dinosaurs by, I think, as far back as 700 million years. There's a lot of really amazing facts about different jellyfish. They don't have a bone structure. They don't have a brain. Some of them do have eyes, which I think is very intriguing. Some of them also have the ability to, if they're in an environment where there's not the food source and everything that they need, they can actually basically devolve into their simplest little polyp form. So they can go from something adult and then go down to like a reverse aging. I just think that they're a pretty remarkable creature. They're like 98% water. Anyway, I'm a little obsessed, as you can kind of tell, and always have been. And so to me, jellyfish are a link to ancient life on Earth, ancient knowledge, ancient wisdom. It is why I actually created a deck called Ancient Water Wisdom. So that's a big important thing just for me. So if you choose to receive this, know that it's very dear and near to my heart. So if you want to enter to win that, you can just write the word enter if that's what you wish, or you can play along and have a little bit more fun. And I always put a question out there. And I wanted to know today, oh, what's your best stress relief? Sorry, I come up with a question every day. And in fact, I need to do this. I put a sticky note on every single item. So if you are the winner, I put your name on it. You'll know tomorrow if you're the winner. But that's how I keep track of what belongs to whom in case somebody is delayed in claiming their prize. So yeah, what's your best stress relief? That was a question I wanted to ask for today. For me, I'm a kinesthetic person. Stress relief, I suck at breathing techniques. I suck at meditation. I relax when I'm in motion. And for me, dance has probably always been one of the most profound stress relievers. I mean, because it's like a whole body workout, and walking is good for me, but I will say dance has been probably my most powerful stress relief. So, and I love music, and I feel like I can just, music to me is almost something that I feel like I eat, like food. It feels like it gets into my tissue and I'm full. So I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys out there, but I'd love to know what you do for stress relief. Also, I think it's fun to ask questions like this because I do take the time to read your guys' answers. And I think a lot of you read each other's responses. And sometimes it's just awesome to like share collective, ideas and things like that. It's really fun. So thank you guys, those of you who choose to share your thoughts. But of course, I never want to force anyone to feel like you have to reveal anything if you don't want to. So you can just write the word enter if you prefer. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.